What are these insects? Can I prevent the maple spinners from growing in my grass? Can I plant ryegrass now and then overseed with RTF in the fall? Folks, I've got answers to these questions and more coming up on Garden Sense. Hey everybody, I'm Tim Ward and welcome back to Garden Sense. Now I know it was several days ago, but I hope that all of you had a wonderful Independence Day celebration this past weekend. I know I did. The email traffic was a little bit slower than usual, but to be expected anytime you have a holiday weekend like we did this past weekend. So we did select 4 questions, however, though, for this week's video podcast. So buckle up everybody and let's jump right in. The first question is from Melina. Hi Tim, I've noticed this insect for weeks crawling on mulch. Today I noticed this insect on a badly mite-damaged boxwood. I looked in several insect identification websites but had no luck. Thank you for your time helping me. So I'm pretty sure these are box elder bugs, and frankly they can actually look a little bit different depending on the life cycle stage that they are in. Now they don't usually cause a lot of damage, but I understand the need to get rid of them. What I'd actually recommend is Monterey's Mite and Insect Control. It's available over at Rosen's online. It's really effective and it should help clear these bugs right up. The next question is from Frank. Hi Tim. Next door there is a maple tree, and in the spring they have spinners that fall and get all over the lawn. Some are starting to grow in the lawn. Is there something I could put down on the lawn to kill them? Okay, so I totally understand your frustration when dealing with spinners. They can be a little bit of a nuisance, especially if you do not want to grow maple trees in your grass. Now, from a chemical perspective, I'm not really sure of anything that you can put down that would prevent them from growing. You could certainly try something like a gallery or a dimension that kills, that seed or potentially will kill the seed by creating that layer of protection on the soil surface. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure that it will work. Ideally, what you do is you actually will prune the tree and actually prevent it from going to seed, and therefore you don't have to deal with the spinners anymore. I realize that tree is not on your property, so that's probably not an option. So frankly, your best option right now is to just try to rake them up. If you know they're coming in the spring, just try to plan according. If you miss some and you do start to see them sprouting up, you could always use a non-selective herbicide to, kill that plant. But I'll be honest with you, just be careful. It's going to damage some of the grass as well. So if it were me, I would try gallery or dimension to see if that helps, but I would 100% try to rake up everything that I could. And if I miss some, I might hit it with a non-selective just to kill it off. The third question is from Jim. Hey Tim, I started using Kickstart on our warm season grass, zoysia, when it started turning green in April and again in May. The results were not noticeable above ground. However, in early June, I did see dramatic results from using Kickstart right after an application of turf trust and some rain. Does this surprise you? So this isn't surprising at all. In fact, Kickstart did exactly what it's supposed to do. So by putting down 2 applications of Kickstart, you were actually helping your zoysia strengthen its root system so that once that turf truss fertilizer was put down, it had a stronger root system and it was really able to absorb all the nutrition that turf truss was putting in. So no, frankly, I'm not surprised that this is what happened at all. This is exactly what Kickstart is supposed to do. And I'm actually really excited for you that you got to see it in action and truly understand the difference. Kickstart is not a fertilizer. Yes, there is some nutritional value in it, but it's not designed to fertilize your lawn. It's designed to strengthen the root system to help keep it healthy. And then when you put down a fertilizer like turf trust, man, that grass is just going to soak it right up. The last question for today is from Dennis. Tim, I'm planning to reduce my garden bed by half. I plan to plant grass and wondering if it's okay to plant builder's grade annual grass now and then RTF grass in the fall. I love the RTF grass and want to do the lawn right. So this is actually a great plan, and a lot of people incorporate something like this. You put down an annual ryegrass. It's going to green up. You're going to have a lawn. You're going to prevent that soil from eroding away during the summer rains. But ultimately, that's not the type of grass that you want to plant there. And ideally, the best time to plant a desirable lawn is going to be in the fall anyway, which you already know. So go ahead and put down an annual ryegrass now. You're going to get a lawn. You're going to be able to mow it. It's going to be green. And then in the fall, as that ryegrass starts to naturally slow down and eventually die off, you can put down the Barenbrug Turf Saver RTF, which is the grass seed that I know you want. And obviously, that's available over at rosensonline.com. All right, everybody, just a couple final thoughts before we wrap up this week's video podcast. Folks, it is July 9th, and if you haven't fed your lawn turf truss yet, you got to get it down now. It's just going to really enhance your lawn, help it as we start to enter into those really hot days of summer. And fortunately for you, we have our summer stock up special going on right now over at Rosens Online. Now, we are only going to run this special for a couple more weeks, so if you haven't taken advantage, head over there right now. Again, these are 3-bag bundles. They come in the starter formula as well as the lawn maintenance fertilizer, and they come in sizes ranging from the 10,000 square foot or the smaller 5,000 square foot. Again, we're only going to run the special for a couple of more weeks, so head over to rosensonline.com right now and take advantage. Folks, I also want to remind you that we have a lot of other products that we sell over at Rosens Online. Products that cover controlling insects, helping control and fight diseases. We've got fertilizers for your gardens. We've got fertilizers for your trees and shrubs. So if you aren't as familiar with our website, make sure you take a couple of minutes and just do some browsing. See all the products that we have to offer. If you're having an issue with your lawn or with your garden, I promise we have a product that can help you. Folks, as always, I just want to thank you for the time that you've taken with us today. We really appreciate it. Remember that if you do have questions and you would like those questions to be part of our weekly video podcast, send an email directly to me, Tim, at rosensonline.com. Give me about 48 hours or so to answer it, but I promise you that if I receive your email, you will get a personalized response from me. I hope you folks have an amazing rest of the week. God bless.